Hello everyone, it is Shadowsmoke here with Shadow Gaming, here to present to you an analysis video on League of Legends and how to get back if you are behind. So, let me just set the team compositions up for you. The blue team has Janna or Jaina bottom with Ashe, Fiora is top, Skarner jungle, and LeBlanc is middle. Versus Blitzcrank Varus bottom, Darius top, me as Evelyn in the jungle. Actually, let's go ahead and have it just follow. No, let's have it follow. Let's have the camera follow me for a minute here. So anyway, yeah, Darius top, me as Evelyn in the jungle. Which, for those of you that don't know, I've played Evelyn in the jungle before and been really, really good at it. I think last time I played Evelyn in jungle, I went like 17-2 and 19 or something silly like that. And we have Katarina middle versus LeBlanc. We have a pretty even team, but about 9 times during the loading screen, I said like 19 different curse words I'm going to try to refrain from using. But, yeah. I realized, one, they have LeBlanc, they also have Fiora, and that's a wicked team composition right there, plus Skarner and his ult, that is a wicked team composition. But we also have, Katarina, myself, and Darius, which those 3 ults right there are pretty goddamn insane too. But here's where everything goes awry. Katarina, at about 1 minute in, said, "This is our first game as Katarina," and I pretty much said, "Oh hell, something's gonna go wrong here," because she's going up against LeBlanc. I had a feeling LeBlanc has played LeBlanc before. I actually got a helpful, accommodation after this game was done from Katarina because I helped her. I was like, "Hey, just spam Q, and you're gonna be fine." But yeah, I pretty much said, 19 different curse words. And, yeah, here's why. First of all, I had Smite and Ignite, which those are standard for me as jungle. But I had the wrong rune book. Or not the wrong rune book, the wrong mastery set. And I also got the wrong ability first. I got my Dark Frenzy first instead of, my Ravage or Hate Spike. So I was screwed. Let's just go ahead and see exactly what happens here. So the blue spawns at 155, and I get a pretty good leash from Katarina. And stuff goes on. In the meantime, Varus, who's standing literally right there, doesn't even bother to come and help. And I'm standing there like, oh fuck, oh fuck. You know what? F it, I'm gonna say curse words, I don't care, this is my channel. I have freedom of speech here. But yeah, anyway, I died to blue here in about 2 seconds. There you go, I died to blue, thus putting me, really behind Skarner in the jungle. Let's go ahead and take the directed camera away, and just show all. Show all, and manual camera. So Skarner now, he has blue, he's cleared his wraiths, I've still yet to kill a single jungle king. And now he's working on red. So I'm about 1.5 levels behind, close to be, soon to be 2 levels behind Skarner. That's not good at all. That's a very, very, very bad spot to be in. So I resort to going ahead and killing the wolves, because might as well, right? It's some experience. But at this point, Skarner's level 3, I'm level 1, if that tells you anything. I am so far behind right now, it is not even funny. In fact, I almost died to this wolf right here. I was damn close to dying, but, yeah, thankfully I didn't. In the meantime, my teammates gave first blood and whatnot, which it's not that big of an issue. Because, yeah, you'll just see why later. So, I come down here, I get the Wraith jungle, and I believe it's this Wraith, one of these 2 Wraiths sets me to level 2, and yeah, I pretty much am super happy about that. Oh, it's here that I almost died. Yeah, I get to about 18 health. Thankfully, I have, pretty high regen. So I wasn't too worried, but yeah, I'm still so far behind. I'm 3 levels behind Skarner now. 3 whole levels. You know what that means? He has his ultimate way before I do. I still don't even have Hate Spike, which I used to farm the jungle like no tomorrow. Just nothing's going right for me this game. I have the wrong mastery pages. I got the wrong ability to start with. I'm not used to jungling like this. So everything's just going completely haywire. But things start to pick up here in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up because, yeah. And right here I hit level 2, I believe. Yep, I hit level 2. I come back over here to the wolves. I go ahead and get the wolves so that I can, get more experience. And, yeah, you see how how quickly I make do with all of those wolves? That's pretty damn fast, if you ask me. I mean, now I believe I go back and get my boots, and yeah, I get some more health potions. And then I come down to blue and take that, because I'm so far behind. Skarner's level 4, and he's just waiting top. This is actually what sets me almost on equal footing with Skarner, because he's just sitting there waiting up at top, and I'm still, going ahead jungling. And, yeah, thankfully Hate Spike hits from a pretty far range. And I get Ravaged, so I'm doing pretty good. And, I'm like, hey, I think I can go ahead and take the Wraiths, and I'm right. But, yeah, I definitely catch the hell up here, and it's, almost equal footing at this point. Let's just look at the gold differences between me and Skarner. He's got 1.5k gold. I've only got 1.3k, roughly. We're almost even, or I'm closing the gap on the jungle camps. Like, I'm almost level 4 at this point, and he just hit level 5, and he just got his blue the second time around. I still haven't. I still have my first blue because I got it wicked late. But yeah, you can see the gold differences between me and Skarner. I'm at 1.4, almost 1.5k now. He's at almost 1.8. So there's about a 4,000 difference between me and him in gold. But again, you see how quick I'm, just clearing out these jungle camps. It's ridiculous. I'll go ahead and, just leave it at normal speed. This is normal speed. I'm just clearing jungle camps left and right. And clearing them pretty fast, too, thanks to Ravage. But anyway, I'll go ahead and speed it up here really quick. Because, yeah, you don't need to see me doing any of that. But, ooh. Let me go ahead and slow this down. I will rewind it 15 seconds so that way you can see exactly what happens here. There we go. It was just catching up. Alright, so Big Wraith dead. Small Wraiths dead. This is on normal speed, so it took me no time at all to kill those Wraiths. At this point now, I'm still 2 levels behind Skarner, but that gold cap is closing. Or that gold difference, rather. And again, I'm making quick work of these 2 golems up here, and you see I'm doing it very effectively. Just shows you how, how good a jungler I am with Evelyn. Plus, she's a good jungler on her own. A lot of people like to take her middle, but I prefer jungle because that, it adds that element of surprise. Because your enemy never knows where you're going to be. This entire game, they have not seen me at all. I think at this point, LeBlanc catches a glimpse of me. A barely glimpse, though. But yeah, I leave Katarina because I can't really do much at that point. But I do come in here and get the gank down at bottom. I'm just sitting here waiting in the bush. And, yeah, right here. I go in straight for Janna. And this is what actually catches me up and allows me to keep on equal footing with Skarner from here on out. She uses Exhaust on me, and I just use my Dark Frenzy to catch up to her. Now let's look at the gold differences. 2.3k versus 2.5. There's a 200 gold difference instead of about 400. Plus, I have a kill under my belt now, but so does he. But again, there's a distinct difference between us. And yeah, Ash this game doesn't tend to like me anymore. But again, Skarner's like just sitting at the sitting up at top, just doing nothing. Where am I? I'm getting blue. Look at how quickly I'm clearing that out. Again, all these things I'm just doing to catch up. Not to gloat or anything, but I'm now level 7, so is Skarner. And what's the goal difference? About 100? And I'm still jungling, yet he isn't. So I have the leg up on him, on that one. The goal difference is almost negligible now. That is, like, it's literally less than 100. And we are about 13 minutes into, 12 and a half minutes into the game. And he's still just sitting there doing nothing, and I'm still jungling. So I'm seriously decreasing that gold difference. And, yeah, now it's like, yeah, it's about 50 or so. Somewhere around there. He's still just sitting there doing nothing, and I'm off buying new items. At this point I got my second amplifying tome. I believe I forget what I got, but yeah, I caught up really, really quick, and he's still just sitting in that jungle camp. Or not that jungle camp, but that bush. He's just sitting there for the past, like, minute for the opportune time to go in, and let's see the gold difference between us at this point. I'll pause it here. He's at 23 or 29k gold. I'm at 28k gold. And I just finished killing this jungle camp up here. Let's go ahead and continue going. I mean, as you can see, it's a pretty long game. But yeah, again, I'm just clearing these camps left and right, and it's taking him, quite a while to actually clear the camps himself. But yeah, I mean, again, the gold difference is almost negligible at this point. It's less than 100. Because I'm just clearing out camps a lot quicker, and yeah, it's kind of pathetic that I was so far behind. I was like 3 levels behind him to start with, and now I'm same level as him and surpassing him. But yeah, I mean, this just shows you, though, how easily it is to catch back up. I even tried to come in for a gank here, and I managed to help Katarina get the kill, and right there, I'm above Skarner in gold now. The CS is pretty much a 1 CS difference. And, yeah, Janna and Ash know I'm here, and that's why Ash, shot that hawk shot right there. But I knew they knew I was there. I was just, trying to get them to move back from the turret. But again, I hate to keep on saying it, but this goes to show you how quickly things can change. I'm still just farming left and right, and Skarner's just waiting in lanes. I'm taking the advantage at this point, because let's see, at this point we are almost 17 minutes into the game. I've made 3.8, almost 3.9k gold. Skarner's only made 3.5. And we're actually trying to steal his raids. And we actually managed to do so, which puts us even more in the lead. You can actually see the gold difference mainly because of me. Well, not mainly because of me, but, varyingly because of me. But Blitzcrank right here causes himself to die, but he also, grabbed LeBlanc out of Katarina's ultimate, which was pretty bad in and of itself. And at this point, I didn't realize Janna didn't even see me. Or Jaina, however you want to pronounce your name, same thing. But yeah, I didn't realize she didn't see me. There's still, a slight gold difference. But between the two junglers, 3.9k versus 3.9k, that's evened up. But he's also, gone and done more stuff, and now he steals my raids. But I could care less, because I'm about to take my, my blue. Anyway, I'll speed it up here to ×4, because really nothing of excitement happens right now. Oh, yeah, really nothing of excitement happens, but, you can see I'm trying to set up a gank here, trying to do something, and, yeah, here I am, here's Ash, And boom, I got my ult off onto Ashe. And I almost actually catch up to her if it not for that Janna knockup. You know, I would have caught her if it weren't for that, and I would have completely killed her. I have no idea why she has those items at this point in the game, but she does. And I'm talking about Ashe, by the way, not Janna. Or Jaina. Sorry for those of you that got butthurt over me mispronouncing names. I really don't care. But at this point, I now have my Landry's Torment. And that is an insane amount of DPS boost for me. Again, look at the differences. I'll pause the game right here. Just look at the gold differences between everybody. We've got the supports almost... The support's about 200 gold difference with my support, you know, with Blitzcrank being higher on the gold. The AD carries, Ashe has more gold, but that's mostly because of Hawkshot. Let's see, Hawkshot has helped her... Ooh, excuse me. It's helped her from an extra 100 gold. And she also has more CS, which that does help. Wow, she hasn't leveled up past 1? Wow. Let's see, between the two people at top, Darius and Fiora. Fiora's got 4.3k, and Darius has 4.3k. They're almost equal. They're about 40 gold difference, so there's not much of a difference there. Between the junglers, I'm now 400 gold behind Skarner, but, you know, I've been doing a lot more than Skarner. You know, I have 2 kills to my name, whereas he has 2 assists. Oh no, I have 200 more gold than Skarner. Wow, I was reading that wrong. My bad. But yeah, I have 200 more gold than Skarner, and yeah, that's really the biggest difference there. In the middles, Katarina has way more gold than, you know, LeBlanc, even though LeBlanc has 3 kills to her name, and Katarina only has an assist. So, let's just see what happens here. Because this... I believe this, you know, winds up being something pretty massive. You know, I come around from the back, or try to come around from the back at least, and see that LeBlanc knows where I am. Blitzcrank grabs Ashe. Ashe just completely melts. I don't know how Janna got the kill on Darius, but she did. Meantime, I managed to get the kill on Fiora right there, thanks to Hate Spike. And, let's see. I got a double kill with Hate Spike again. And, oh, so close. But yeah, you can actually see I was almost focused down by LeBlanc. Let's rewind that about 15 seconds. You know, right here is where I'm about to get my double kill. So we've got Janna, you know, about half health, somewhere around there. Ooh, sorry, guys. We got... Again, sorry. We got Skarner at less than almost 200 health. And we have LeBlanc at about, you know, almost full health. I'll go ahead and slow it down to half speed so that we can see what happens. Katarina pops, you know, Shampoo and Steel Blades, or Sinister Steel. I get my Hate Spike off. Blitzcrank gets a grab off on Janna. And LeBlanc uses her ult plus, let's see, she used Sigil of Silence, her ult, and then Distortion to pop me down from like half health, or no, not half health, almost full health, to almost no health. But again, she's a, you know, burst champion. What do you expect? And at this point, Katarina is pretty much saying screw you because, well, she's saying screw you to LeBlanc because she knows that she can take LeBlanc, you know, in this sort of scenario. And yeah, I believe my teammates just go ahead and take that tower now. But, again, I was like 0-1 at the start of the game. And right there, LeBlanc gets the kill on Blitzcrank. But, yeah, nothing else. Anyway, I was 0-1 at the beginning of the game. I'm now 4-1. I think that speaks for itself on how, you know, how vital it is that you know your champion. I'm trying not to make this video like super ridiculously long, but you see I'm still farming jungle and Skarner's still farming his jungle. but really not much is going on. I think at this point I try to gank bottom or something like that. I'm actually looking around for the, for one of them in the jungle, and right here we actually catch Skarner out, and, Darius goes ahead and takes the kill. I don't know why, but he did. At least it's an assist for me. I'm now 4-1-2, which, not my best, but also not my worst as jungle Evelyn. And I actually decide, hey, it'd be a pretty smart idea to come around back. But, yeah, we all decide to back the hell away and actually take Dragon. And you can actually see how quickly Dragon dies when we've got 4 of us there. But anyway, yeah, speeding up because really not much is happening. I'll slow it down so that way we can analyze a team fight, for instance. Like right here, Skarner. He's about to die. And, yeah, I actually decide to back the hell away because Fiora just popped her ult, and I don't want to be anywhere near that. So me and Blitzcrank GTFO. Darius, I have no idea why he's, standing there. But he is, and, yeah. Really nothing else happens at that point. I start farming top, and I think my teammates push middle a little bit. I take top out. All of the fun stuff you'd expect me to be doing at this point as the jungler, doing everything I can to just disrupt the entire game. Now actually rewind it here 15 seconds. So right here is where a giant team engagement happens without me, so it's 5-on-4. But let's see, Skarner, he's up there. He has a Tiamat for some reason. Like, no idea why he has a Tiamat. Honestly, don't. But anyway, you got Janna, and yeah, you got. Oh, there we go. Skarner, Janna, and LeBlanc right there with Ashe and Fiora right there versus Blitzcrank and Katarina right here. And Darius right there. And where's Varus? Or Varus? Varus is in base, so it's actually 3v5 down here. Let's go ahead and play this and see exactly what happens. And I'll speed it down to half. So, Katarina's first problem, she got ulted by Ashe, ulted by Skarner, and ulted by LeBlanc. You know how I can tell? Because LeBlanc's ult's on cooldown. Whatever short cooldown it is. So, she eats all 3 ults. Which, that's, at least that, that saves everything else. Well, she eats 3 ults out of the 5 that they have. Meantime, Fiora goes ahead and gets the kill on Darius right there. And Blitzcrank is trying to port out. But I don't think he actually... No, he doesn't port out, but this is exactly what happens. I come in from, like, nowhere. And, yeah. Right here, I catch Janna out on her own. She still has... Oh, no, she doesn't have her exhaust. But Skarner tried to slow me. I get the kill on her. Varus gets the kill on LeBlanc. And now Skarner's running. I'm running because I see there's 3 of them there with, just me and 2 of my teammates. And Varus is low on health. So is Blitzcrank. At this point, I'm trying to run away. All of us are trying to run away. And they're scattering us. There's still 3 of them there. And there were 3 of us, but we were just low health and it wasn't going to be worth it. But, again, we knew what was going to be happening. They honestly didn't. Again, though, I'll pause it right here. Let's look at the gold differences. We've got the middles right here. We'll compare. 8.6k versus 7.2k. Me as the jungler, 8.1k versus the 6.1 of their jungler. I'm 5-1 at this point, mind you. The tops, we've got 6.6k versus 6k. The supports, we've got 7k versus 5k. The AD carries 8.2k versus 8.2k. Ashe is the only one keeping up, and that's, again, because of Hawkshot. Now it's 2 gold per kill, and she also has the most farm on their team. But she's beating our support, and that's it. As our support and top, as far as gold goes. I have no idea how Darius is so low on gold. 6.6k versus 6K. I have no idea how that happens, but whatever. Let's go ahead and, you know, keep speeding it up. Because nothing really happens. Actually, no, I'm lying. Let's speed it up here to ×2. Right there, Varus gets the kill on Ashe. And here come Fiora and Skarner and LeBlanc. So Katarina gets a nice ult in on Janna, but so does, you know, Darius. And I get shut the fuck down. Let's rewind that a split second. So, here I am. Here's LeBlanc. Here's Skarner. I'll go ahead and put it to .25. This is a quarter speed. LeBlanc hits me with a distort. Her ult. Oh no, LeBlanc hits me with a Sigil of Silence, the Ethereal Chain, distort, and then distort again. So she just popped everything on me. And Skarner pops his ultimate, I believe. But I ate everything from LeBlanc. She just wasted everything on me for no reason. But again, you saw how far behind I was at the beginning of the game. I was 0-1 because I had died to my jungle camp, I died to the blue, and I also had the wrong ability. But look at how we turned it around, mostly because, you know, we had good team engagements, but also partially due to, you know, me getting some pretty good ganks in. You know, I don't need to spell it out for you guys, you probably figured it out now that, you know, we're going to be winning here. But just look at the items I have. I have Spirit of the Spectral Wraith, Landry's Torment, Sorcerer's Shoes, and a Blasting Wand. I really don't have much for all the gold I've got. You know, my team gets Dragon, whoop-de-doo, not that big of an issue. Or not that big of a deal, rather. Meantime, you know, we're doing whatever we can to go ahead and, you know, disrupt team fights and stuff like that. Speaking of disrupting team fights, let me rewind it again. I'm sorry I'm rewinding it so much, but here we go. Katarina goes in, she gets ulted by Skarner right off the bat, and she also eats Fiora's ultimate. And she barely manages to, or they barely manage to kill her. Meantime, however, you know, we've got just a whole bunch of stuff going on. I didn't even show up until, you know, about the second person died. And Ashe is just trying to kill me left and right. I mean, you can see that. Her ignite barely ticks off. And she's just trying. Like, she's a tryhard at this point. She ulted me, she ignited me, she did everything. And she hates me at this point. I can tell you that. She actually said she hates me. Because every time I see her, I pop my ult on her and take away a big chunk of her health. I mean, my ultimate does about 27% of their maximum health and slows their movement speed. The only way she gets away from me is when she pops her ult, and even then, I can pop, you know, my Dark Frenzy and keep right up with her. Now, notice again, at the beginning of the game, you know, like 3 minutes in, Skarner had a level advantage on me, gold advantage, and, you know, just overall, he had the advantage on me. Now look at the differences. Skarner 245, me 525. Same amount of assists. Less deaths for me and more kills for me. Yes, I picked on the squishy targets, but that's my job as, you know, a jungler is to, well, not even a jungler, but as a jungler assassin. Because that's technically what Evelyn is. She's a jungle assassin. You know, if anybody tells you otherwise, they're, you know, making a bold-faced lie. We can just see right now, I'm trying to go ahead and figure out where the hell they are and see if I can maybe push. I'm just taking out lane by lane. And, yeah, they try to man up here and try to push. It doesn't work out so well, because they only see Katarina. They don't see anybody else. Right here. Here's Ashe. Here I am. And, 3, 2, 1, boom! I shut her down. Katarina shut her down too. And Skarner tries to run. Katarina gets a double kill. Katarina actually gets a triple kill thanks to me. And a quadra kill thanks to my other teammates. So Katarina just mops the floor with everybody thanks to, everybody else. At this point, let's look at the items real quick. She's got a Rabadon's Death Cap. She has Landry's Torment, Void Staff, the Sorcerer's Shoes, and Cage's Lucky Pick. Or Kage's Lucky Pick, however you want to pronounce it. And now we push and win, pretty much, because there's nothing else to do. We back up, we take Baron, and we, went ahead, get further ahead. There's really not much else to say. My teammates just wasted their, wasted some of their Baron buffs. I didn't. But, yeah, I go ahead and take Dragon out. And, yeah, I think I actually come around here and I go for Ashe, like, just right on the spot, go for Ashe. Yeah, in fact, my ultimate does 30% of her health in one shot. Blitzcrank gets the kill, though. And, Janna tried to, exhaust me, and it didn't quite work out so well. Because I'm Evelyn, and I've got Dark Frenzy. That removes all slowing effects on me. Like, did she just not learn or something? And, yeah, now I actually pick on Skarner. Because why the fuck not? I'm just doing whatever at this point, because it's going to be a win for us anyway. However, that LeBlanc is still a pain in the goddamn ass. She does take out Blitzcrank, but really, she's the only one on their team I'm really scared of. She gets a double kill thanks to the tower, and I just laugh in the tower's face. You can see Skarner wanted me dead. Not gonna happen. But again, this shows you exactly how good of a jungler you can be. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. It shows you how good you can be even if you're far behind, if you know your champion and know your jungle routes, I guess to say, if you're a jungler. Like, again, you guys saw how far behind I was. I was 0-1, 2 minutes into the game because Varus forgot to attack, the Golem. He forgot to attack it a few times, which would have actually saved me. Would have gotten me a level, and I would have been fine. But he completely forgot, and I died. I turned that to being 6-2-10 versus the 2-7-7 of Skarner. I mean, let's look at the differences for, real quick. I'm building almost identical to Katarina, except I don't have the Zani's Hourglass or the Kage's Lucky Pick. On that, we almost have identical items and the Void Staff. That's the only difference. I think, I'll go ahead and, put it at ×1 real quick. But I don't really know how else to analyze this other than, I knew my jungle route. I knew where I went wrong. I corrected it, and I got better as the game went on. From 0-1 to 6-2-10. That speaks volumes of you as a player. If you can turn, you're just completely fucking up at the beginning, getting the wrong skill, dying, and turn that into a win for you. And actually here, I believe I got, I bought my Elixir of Brilliance. I got a couple of different things. But, where is it? I believe I get, there we go, I get a Deathfire Grasp. I don't realize it does just a flat amount of damage. I don't realize it's just a 15% flat maximum amount of damage on their health. But that 20% amplified damage is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. But I didn't even realize that they changed it, until after I had already gotten it. And I was actually gonna start working towards a Zanya's Hourglass. But yeah, I mean, this is the game in a nutshell. I actually get Skarner out by myself, and I actually get LeBlanc as well. She doesn't get a chance to do anything. And at this point, we pretty much win. There isn't much else to say. We pushed, we won, and that was it. But again, I'll pause it now. Last look at the differences and stuff like that. You can see, there's a 13 kill difference. There's a 16 well, 15.3k gold difference between us, like between the two teams. But again, just look at the jungle differences. Skarner stayed like up here in this bush for a little too long. He stayed like down here a little too long. He just didn't jungle as often as I did, and he fell so far behind that he couldn't catch up as a jungler, let alone, a pseudo tank. What I mean by pseudo tank is he's supposed to be pretty, bruiser, supposed to have a lot of health, kind of like Darius in a way. Darius is what they call a bruiser. He has a lot of health, a lot of armor, a lot of magic resist, but not really anything else, He can do a ton of damage, but he can't really soak as much as, say, Rammus or Shen, or a true tank. But, they're pretty much pseudo-tanks is what Darius and Skarner are, but Darius pulled it off better. Anyway, though, yeah, this is me trying to analyze another League game. Sorry if this dragged on for so long. But, just analyzing the different things, how I jungled and everything else, how I recovered. It's pretty interesting how you can turn a almost near loss just from that one simple mistake into a clear-cut victory. I don't know what else to say. If you guys have any, comments on how to improve my, analysis or my analyzing skills, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. I do check the comments. A lot of people may start to realize I really honestly do check the comments, and I respond to the comments as often as I possibly can. I think there was the one video, like, when I challenged Jesse Cox to a game of Worms. There were like 100-something comments. I responded to as many as I could before I was just like, enough. But I tried to respond to as many as I possibly can, and I listened to feedback. If you guys have any feedback and constructive criticism, I'm open to listening and, improving. If not, then, hey, thank you for watching the video. My name has been Shadowswim here with Shadow Gaming, and I will talk to you guys next time.